Everyone, today's verse comes from Ezekiel 37, verse 10, which says, "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood on their feet, an exceedingly great army." So this is happening during the time period of when Israel's in exile, and they're feeling basically spiritually dead. They're feeling hopeless in every way, and God shows Ezekiel this vision of this valley of this dry bones. So there's bones everywhere. It looks like nothing. It looks desolate. And God tells Ezekiel, prophesy that these bones will be raised. And so that's what he does. Ezekiel prophesies, and these bones are raised, there's flesh on them, and they look alive. And then he says, prophesy now that they will have breath. And so that's what he does. He prophesies that they'll have breath, and they have breath. And they truly become alive. You know, it says they lived and stood on their feet. And so this whole story just shows how much God can take something out of nothing. You know, what seems like there's nothing, he can give it breath. And I picked verse 10 specifically because, you know, to have breath means that you're truly alive. You know, when you have breath in your lungs, you are alive. And so it just shows the power that God can truly make things alive, that God truly creates things, that he truly makes things come alive. You know, like, it's such a good verse that he can do anything that we even think is impossible, like, because there's nothing impossible for God. He can do anything. He can take our worst situations and make them 10 times better. He can really just, it's such a good verse that captivates all of it, that it's like the pinnacle of it, like the climax that, hey, like these bones were dead, and now they're alive because God gave them breath. And it's such a good verse and such a good reminder that God can do whatever with our circumstances, and he can make them, he can give them breath. Have a wonderful day, guys. Jesus loves you all so much.